In this video, we prepared a video introducing the top 19 tourist spot in Seoul, Korea, that I found based on their data released by the Korean media. First is Jangbaek Palace, located north of Gwanghwamun Square, is one of the most iconic sites in all of Korea thanks to its long and storied history. Construction on Jangbaek Palace was completed in 1395 at the beginning of the Joseon dynasty during the reign of King Taejo. Jangbaek, which means palace greatly blessed by heaven, was built in the heart of Seoul surrounded by Mount Bugaksan and Mount Namsan. In 1394, during the early days of the Joseon dynasty, the capital of Korea was moved from Kaesong, in modern-day North Korea, to Seoul, known then as Hanyang. When the capital was moved, a new palace was required and built. When construction was completed, Jangbaek Palace became the heart of the capital of Korea along with the head of state of the Joseon dynasty. Expanded over time, Jangbaek was the center of power during the Joseon dynasty until the Japanese invasion of 1592 to 1598. During this time, the palace was destroyed by fire and left in ashes. One fire was started by slaves trying to destroy legal status records. It was decided that Changdaegang Palace would be rebuilt and serve as the new main royal residence. The ruins of Jangbaek were abandoned for the next 270 years. In 1868, Jangbaek was rebuilt and restored as an icon of Korea with help from Hungseon Daewongun, also known as Prince Regent. The royal residence was built differently as it stood 270 years earlier. Jangbaek Palace architecture skillfully combined ancient Chinese architecture principles with Joseon dynasty tradition. Over 330 buildings were constructed in the area. The new construction was the size of a small city, taking up about 410,000 square meters. The palace at the time was a self-functioning unit comparable to China's Forbidden City. Second is Changdaegang Palace was the second royal villa built following the construction of Jangbaek Palace in 1405. It was the principal palace for many kings of the Joseon dynasty, and is the most well-preserved of the 5 remaining royal Joseon palaces. The palace grounds are comprised of a public palace area, a royal family residence building, and the rear garden. Known as a place of rest for the kings, the rear garden boasts a gigantic tree that is over 300 years old, a small pond and a pavilion. The palace gained importance starting from the time of Songjong, the 9th king of Joseon, when a number of kings began using it as a place of residence. Unfortunately, the palace was burned down by angry citizens in 1592 when the royal family fled their abode during the Imjin War. Thanks to Gwanghwamun, the palace was restored in 1611. Even today, it houses a number of cultural treasures, such as Injeonjeon Hall, Deoxy Hall, Seonjeonjeon Hall, and Nakseonji Hall. It was located at 99 Yeolgakaro, Jongmyo-gu, Seoul. Changdaegang Palace's garden behind the inner hall, called the Secret Garden, was constructed during the reign of King Taejong and served as a rest area for the royal family members. The garden had formerly been called Bugwon and Jungwon, but was renamed Baiwon Garden, or Secret Garden, after King Gojong came into power. The garden was kept as natural as possible and was touched by human hands only when absolutely necessary. Bayongjeong Pavilion, Bayongji Pond, Johamnu Pavilion, Yeasumun Gate, Yonghwadang Hall, Bulaman Gate, Aryonjeong Pavilion, and Yongyangdang Hall are some of the many attractions that occupy the garden. The most beautiful time to see the garden is during the fall when the autumn foliage is at its peak and the leaves have just started to fall. Though it has been treasured by Koreans for centuries, Changdaegang Palace was recognized as a World Cultural Heritage Site by the UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Committee in December of 1997 during the committee meeting in Naples, Italy. And the third is the National Museum of Korea is the flagship museum of Korean history and art in South Korea. Since its establishment in 1945, the museum has been committed to various studies and research activities in the fields of archaeology, history, and art, continuously developing a variety of exhibitions and education programs. It was relocated to the Yongsan district in Seoul in 2005. On June 24, 2021, the National Museum of Korea opened a new branch inside Incheon International Airport. Located in the boarding area of the airport in front of gate number 22, the branch was opened in celebration of the museum's 20th anniversary. The National Museum of Korea houses a vast collection of over 420,000 artifacts from ancient times to the modern era in a wide range of topics, including art and culture. The museum houses a children's museum, where visitors can learn more about the nation's history through educational programs and experiences. The outdoor grounds feature pagodas and other stone artworks too large to be on display inside. In addition to galleries with a wide array of national and international pieces, the National Museum of Korea is a stage for a number of cultural activities related to collection, preservation, research and analysis, social training, academic publications, intercultural exchange programs, concerts, and more. Starting in front of the Korean Empire Gallery on the first floor. Private tours for groups are also provided upon reservation. Please check the website for reservations and more information. And the fourth is the War Memorial of Korea is a museum located in Yongsan-dong, Yongsan-gu, Seoul, South Korea. It opened in 1994 on the former site of the Army headquarters to exhibit and memorialize the military history of Korea. It was built for the purpose of preventing war through lessons from the Korean War and for the hoped for peaceful reunification of North and South Korea. The memorial building has 6 indoor exhibition rooms and an outdoor exhibition center displaying war memorabilia and military equipment from China, South Korea, and the United States. The War Memorial of Korea, located in Yongsan-gu, Seoul, exhibits and preserves materials related to the Korean War and serves as a national moral educational venue. It was established on June 10, 1994 by the War Memorial Service Korea Society to commemorate the noble sacrifice of patriotic martyrs. The museum houses approximately 33,000 artifacts with about 10,000 on display at indoor and outdoor exhibitions. There are 6 separate indoor halls, including Expeditionary Forces Room, Patriotic Memorial Room, War History Room, 625 Korean War Room, Development Hall, and Large Machinery Room. The outdoor exhibition showcases large-sized weapons. Visitors of all ages from children to adults can also participate in 20 various educational programs and diverse cultural events such as military music and honor guard events, drawing contest, cultural event, and more. The character of War Memorial of Korea is Mudori, featuring a helmet symbolizing the protection of the nation and a bay leaf meaning peace. And the fifth is Namsan Seoul Tower was the first multipurpose tower to be established in Korea, effectively incorporating a sightseeing observatory to a broadcasting tower. For the past 40 years, Namsan Seoul Tower has served as an iconic landmark of Korea and a representative tourist attraction. The tower's observatory offers an unobstructed view of the whole city, allowing it to become one of the all-time favorite attractions of Seoul's citizens as well as domestic and international tourists. Another highlight of the tower is the Namsan cable car. The cable car began its operation in 1962, transferring passengers from the foot of the mountain to the base of the tower. Shuttle buses to the Namsan cable car from downtown Seoul are also available for visitors' convenience. It was located at 105 Namsangwon-gil, Yongsan-gu, Seoul. Built in 1969 at a cost of approximately $2.5 million, Seoul Tower was completed on December 3, 1971, designed by architects at Jangbaek, though at the time the facility interior was not furnished. Seoul Tower opened to the public in October 1980. Since then, the tower has been a landmark of Seoul. Tower elevation ranges from 777 feet at the base to 1,574 feet above sea level. Seoul Tower had its name changed to Seoul Tower in 2005, with the N standing for New, Namsan, and Nature. Approximately 15 billion Korean won was spent in renovating and remodeling the tower. And the sixth is Dongdaemun Design Plaza, DDP, has a meaning of dream, design, and play. It holds various exhibitions, fashion shows, forums, conferences, and other domestic and international events. The building complex is divided into sections, which are named Olimtio, Bomtio, Solimtio, DDP Design Museum, Design Market and Yulin Plaza, and Dongdaemun History and Culture Park. Designed by world-renowned architect Zaha Hadid, the building's exterior attracts the attention of many photographers with its delicate curves and bold shapes. It was located at 281 Yuljiaro, Yeonggu, Seoul. The Dongdaemun Design Plaza was designed by British-Iraqi architect Zaha Hadid, winner of the 2004 Pritzker Prize, with the concept of metonymic landscape. Metonymy refers to a method of describing a specific object indirectly, and Hadid integrated historical, cultural, urban, social, and economic aspects of Seoul deduced from this method in order to create a scene of the landscape. Designed as a cultural hub in the historical district of Seoul, Korea's largest fashion district, the DDP is composed of undulating surfaces that resemble the flow of liquid and allow flexibility in space. The state-of-the-art BM, Building Information Modeling, Megatruss, Extra-Large Roof Truss, System, and Space Frame System are the key features in terms of creating grand-scale spaces. According to Hadid, the fundamental features of her design were transparency, porousness, and durability. Many ecological features, including a double-skin facade, solar panels, and a water recycling system, are included in the building. And the seventh is Gyeongseongsa was refurbished in 1498 by Queen Jeongyeon. At this time, it was renamed as Banjeongsa. The temple was then moved to its current location during the reign of Mayang Dong, 1545 to 1567. During the Joseon dynasty, the government oppressed Buddhism and supported Confucianism. With the help of Queen Munjong and monk Bo Wu, Buddhism was revived in Korea. It was located at 531 Banjeonsaro, Gangnam-gu, Seoul. Once known as Gyeongseongsa Temple, Banjeongsa Temple is located north of Seoul and was constructed in the 10th year of Silla King Hwangseong's reign, 794. In 1498, Queen Jeongyeon refurbished Gyeongseongsa Temple and renamed it Banjeongsa Temple. Originally located near the royal tomb of King Songjong, the temple was transferred to its current location during Joseon King Mayang Dong's reign. The temple is home to 3,479 Buddhist scriptures of 13 types, including the works of Kim Jong-hee. The Buddhist ceremony called Jeongdaebulsa is held on the 9th day of the 8th month of the lunar calendar, where monks march carrying the scriptures on their heads and recite the Beopseong, Buddhist rites. And the eighth is Changdaegang Stream starts from Chunggi Plaza, just off Sejong-aro Avenue. Chunggi Plaza roughly covers an area of 2,500 square meters and is located at the starting point of Changdaegang Stream. The square, created based on the design of traditional Korean bojagi, a colorful wrapping cloth, features the elegant beauty of traditional stonework that is colorful yet refined. The plaza also includes a model of Changdaegang that provides visitors with a bird's-eye view of the restored Changdaegang Stream. At the plaza, there are plaques that provide detailed commentaries on the 22 bridges that span the stream, as well as a number of graceful fountains that add to the ambience of the area. The area commemorates the Changdaegang Stream Restoration Project, and also symbolizes gathering, harmony, peace, and unity. It was located at Insadong, Yeonggu, Seoul. After the completion of Chunggi Plaza, the Seoul Metropolitan Government designated the area as a vehicle-free zone on holidays, providing more leisure space for pedestrians. Since then, the waterfront areas of Changdaegang Stream and the surrounding streets have become popular places for those seeking refreshment and a variety of cultural experiences. A favorite of many is the Candle Fountain, which features the magnificent synchronicity of 3 different lighting fixtures and a 4-meter-high, 2-tiered waterfall. Along the 2 sides of the waterfall are the Palseakdam wishing wells, made of 8 different stones from each of the nation's 8 provinces. And the 9th is Liam, Samsung Museum of Art, exhibits traditional and modern art works by Korean and international artists. The museum itself is just as fascinating as the artworks on display, since the museum's 3 buildings were designed by internationally renowned architects Mario Bada, Jean Nouvel, and Rem Koolhaas. Museum 1 houses traditional Korean art, such as calligraphy, paintings, ceramic arts, and metal craftwork, while Museum 2 displays modern and contemporary art by both Korean and international artists. It was located at 60 to 16, Iriwan RO 55 Gil, Yongsan-gu, Seoul. And the 10th is Nori Fish Market is the oldest and largest seafood market in South Korea. The building houses 700 vendors and deals 250 to 300 tons of seafood every day, so you know this is the real deal. Despite being a local market huge in trading, this is one of my favorite places to go when I'm in Korea. It was located at 674 Nodolaro, Dongjak-gu, Seoul. Opened in 1927 on Wijuoro Street next to Seoul Station, Nori Fishery Market is one of Korea's largest seafood markets. It was moved to the newly constructed building in 1971 in Nori with the Fisheries Cooperative Association taking over the market to promote the fishing industry as well as increase fishing income in 2002. In addition, they started modernizing projects that made Nori Fishery Market a leading fishery market in Korea. The market handles about 50% of metropolitan volume and trades 250 to 300 tons of fishery products every day. The prices of fishery products are decided according to quantity, so one is recommended to visit the official website to check the bid. General retail prices are 10 to 20% higher than the auction prices. The market is a mix of wholesale and retail stores and has a lively atmosphere, especially in the early morning from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., when the live fish auction takes place. And the 11th is Deoxygung, also known as Jangbaek Palace, or Deoxy Palace, is a walled compound of palaces in Seoul that was inhabited by members of Korea's royal family during the Joseon monarchy until the annexation of Korea by Japan in 1910. It is one of the 5 grand palaces built by the kings of the Joseon dynasty and designated as a historic site. The buildings are of varying styles, including some of natural cryptomeria wood, painted wood, and stucco. Some buildings were built of stone to replicate Western palatial structures. It was located at 99 Sejongdero, Yonggu, Seoul. Registered as Historic Site number 124, Deoxygung Palace was initially not a royal palace, but a residential home of Grand Prince Wulsan, 1454 to 1488, the older brother of King Songjong, 1469 to 1494, of the Joseon dynasty. It wasn't until 1593 that the palace was used as a temporary palace of the royal family after their home was burned down during the Imjin War. King Seonjo also stayed at Deoxygung Palace after returning to the city. It became a proper palace when Gwanghagin, 1575 to 1641, ascended to the throne and gave this royal residence the name Jangbaek Palace in 1611. Over the following decades, the palace alternated between being an official palace and a temporary residence. The name did not change officially to Deoxygung Palace, meaning the Palace of Virtuous Longevity, until 1907. While the palace once encompassed a vast area with many buildings, the current palace grounds are just a small shadow of the prior splendor, with very few structures remaining. And the 12th was located at 21 Namdaemun Sijang 4 Gil, Yonggu, Seoul. Opened in 1964, Namdaemun Market is the largest traditional market in Korea with shops selling various goods. All products are sold at affordable prices and the stores in this area also function as wholesale markets. Most of the goods are made directly by the store owners. Namdaemun Market is even open overnight, from 23 to 4 o'clock, and is crowded with retailers from all over the country. When day breaks, the sight of busy shoppers bustling around the market creates a unique scene that attracts tourists worldwide. Namdaemun Market sells a variety of clothes, glasses, kitchenware, toys, mountain gear, fishing equipment, stationery, fine arts, accessories, hats, carpets, flowers, ginseng, and imported goods. There has been a market in the general area north of Namdaemun for centuries. After a series of invasions between the late 16th and mid-17th centuries, the Koreanic state Joseon maintained a policy of strict isolationism. The market was thus limited to mostly Korean customers and merchants for centuries. And the 13th was located at 37 Jaedong-gil, Jongnyo-gu, Seoul. Bakshin Hanok Village is a residential neighborhood in Jangneo District, Seoul, South Korea. It has many restored traditional Korean houses, called Hanok. This has made it a popular tourist destination, which has caused some friction with the residents who live there. Surrounded by Jangbaek Palace, Changdaegang Palace and Jongmyo Shrine, Bakshin Hanok Village is home to hundreds of traditional houses, called Hanok, that date back to the Joseon dynasty. The name Bakshin, which literally translates to Northern Village, came about as the neighborhood lies north of two significant Seoul landmarks, Chongyecheon Stream and Jangneo. Today, many of these Hanoks operate as cultural centers, guest houses, restaurants, and tea houses, providing visitors with an opportunity to experience, learn and immerse themselves in traditional Korean culture. As Bakshin Hanok Village is an actual neighborhood with people's homes, visitors are advised to be respectful at all times while looking around. And the 14th was located at 240 Olympic Aro, Songpagu, Seoul. Latte World or Latte World Adventure is a major recreation complex in Seoul, South Korea. It consists of a large indoor theme park, an outdoor amusement park called Magic Island, an artificial island on a lake linked by monorail, shopping malls, a luxury hotel, an observation tower, a Korean folk museum, sports facilities, and movie theaters. Opened in July 1989, Latte World receives approximately 7.3 million visitors each year. Latte World's sister theme park, Latte World Adventure Busan, opened in March 2022. Operated by Lotte Group, Latte World is the perfect spot for entertainment and sightseeing for Koreans and international tourists alike. The theme park is divided into the indoor Latte World Adventure and the outdoor lakeside Magic Island, with additional amenities including a shopping mall, folk museum, ice rink, hotel, and more. Latte World Adventure is the world's largest indoor amusement park, complete with top-of-the-line rides, fantastic parades and performances, and food from around the world. The Folk Museum displays miniature models of Korea throughout 5,000 years in history. Latte World Garden Stage presents various themed musicals to match each season, and Latte World Star Avenue is the perfect place to experience Korean stars and the entertainment world. And the 15th Namsan Hanok Village is a recreated village of historical Korean buildings in Pildong, Yeong District, Seoul, South Korea. The village contains several Korean traditional houses called Hanok. The Namsan Hanok Village offers one the opportunity to experience a wide cross-section of Joseon-era citizenry in activities, from royalty to commoners. A great effort has been made to accurately furnish each dwelling with appropriate era and social status appointments. Namsan Hanok Village opened in 1998 on the northern side of Namsan Mountain in the center of the capital. This village has 5 restored Hanok, traditional Korean house, premises, a pavilion, a traditional garden, a performance art stage, and a time capsule plaza, making it a perfect spot for locals and tourists to take a leisure walk. Upon entering from the front gate, visitors will get a taste of Korea's traditional life while escaping from bustling city life. The traditional garden with its pavilion and old houses creates a peaceful ambience before the forested Namsan Mountain. A time capsule commemorating Seoul's 600th anniversary was buried in 1994 at the highest point of the village and is scheduled to be reopened 400 years later in 2394. The 5 Hanok premises at Namsan Hanok Village once belonged to aristocrats and government officials of the Joseon dynasty. Each house was originally located in a different neighborhood, but they were all moved to this area and restored to their original form. The houses were rebuilt using their original materials, except for one house, where the materials were too old and deteriorated to be reused. The premises were carefully restored and replicated according to their original form to depict the owner's social class and personality. These buildings are now used as an exhibit to portray the living environment during the Joseon dynasty and as a venue for educational and cultural programs for children and tourists. And the 16th was located at 262 Bogungmunaro, Songbuk-gu, Seoul. The Bakan National Park in Seoul and Gyeonggi covers an area of approximate 30 square meters and was established on April 2, 1983. Bukhansan means mountains north of the Han River. Bukhansan Mountain was officially designated as a national park in 1983. Bukhansan National Park covers both Bukhansan and Dabongsan Mountains and spans a total area of 80.699 square meters. At the top of Bukhansan Mountain are Baigundi Terrace 835 meters, Insadong Peak 810.5 meters and Mangyongdi Terrace 799 meters, which gave the mountain the nickname Samgaksan, or the Three-Horned Mountain. The mountain had other names: Sambongsan, mountain with three peaks, Hwasan, Flower Mountain, and Buok, mountain shaped like a person giving a baby a piggyback ride. The current name, Bukhansan, was given after the Bukhansan Siang fortress was built under King Sukjong of the Joseon dynasty. And the 17th was located at 330 Uedong-aro, Yeongdeungpo-gu, Seoul. Honggang Park was built from 1982 to 1986, with the government's launch of the Honggang River Development Project. The main goal of the project was to create an environmentally friendly space that the citizens of Seoul, Koreans, foreigners, and tourists can enjoy. While building the Honggang Park, a section of Honggang, 41.5 kilometers long and 39.9 square kilometers large, turned into a river of 2.5 m of average depth and 1 kilometer of average width. Situated in Uedo, the heart of politics, media, banking, and finance, Uedo Honggang Park is easily accessible via public transportation. The park hosts many exciting events, from the Uedo Cherry Blossom Festival in spring to the International Fireworks Festival in fall, as well as concerts and marathons throughout the year. Well-preserved natural areas such as Bamseum Island and Uedo Setgang tributary provide visitors with an opportunity to learn about nature and ecology. In addition, thanks to the Honggang Renaissance Project, the park is full of new attractions: the Water Light Square, waterside fountains, a riverside stage, a yacht marina, and more. And the 18th was located at 66 Yeoljiaro, Yeonggu, Seoul. Mayang Dong Bright Cave or Bright Tunnel is a dong in Yeong District, Seoul, South Korea between Chungmuaro, Yeoljiaro, and Namdaemun-aro. It is known for being one of Seoul's main shopping, parade route, and tourism districts. In 2011, 2012 and 2013, Mayang-dong was listed as the 9th most expensive shopping street in the world. The area is known for its two historically significant sites, namely the Mayang-dong Cathedral and the Mayang-dong Nanta Theater. Mayang-dong is one of the primary shopping districts in Seoul. The two main streets meet in the center of the block, with one beginning from Mayang-dong subway station, Seoul's subway line number 4, and the other from Lotte department store at Yeoljiro. Many brand-name shops and department stores line the streets and alleys. Common products for sale include clothes, shoes, and accessories. Unlike Namdaemun or Dongdaemun, many designer brands are sold in Mayang-dong. In addition, several major department stores have branches here, including Lotte Department Store, Shinseki Department Store, Mayang-dong Miglior, Noon Square, and M Plaza. The department stores carry many premium labels and other fashionable goods at reasonable prices. Mayang-dong also has family restaurants, fast food, plus Korean, Western and Japanese dining options. Many restaurants in Mayang-dong specialize in dongasu, pork cutlet, and kalguksu, noodle soup. Other businesses in the area include hair salons, banks, and theaters. And the last was located at 62 Insadong-gil, Jongnyo-gu, Seoul. Insadong is a dong, or neighborhood, in Jongnyo District, Seoul, South Korea. Its main street is Insadong-gil, which is connected to a number of alleys that lead deeper into the district, with modern galleries and tea shops. Historically, it was the largest market for antiques and artwork in Korea. Stretching across 12.7 hectares, the district is bordered by Gwanhan-dong to the north, Nagwon-dong to the east, and Jongnyo 2Ga and Deoxy-dong to the south, and Gongpyeong-dong to the west. Insadong, located in the heart of the city, is an important place where old but precious traditional goods are on display. There is one main road in Insadong with alleys on each side. Within these alleys are galleries, traditional restaurants, tea houses, and cafes. The galleries are the heartbeat of Insadong. There are about 100 galleries in the area offering every example of traditional Korean fine art from paintings to sculptures. The most famous galleries are Hakuji Gallery, which functions as the center of folk art, Ghana Art Gallery, which promotes many promising artists, and Ghana Art Center. The tea houses and restaurants are the perfect complement to the galleries. They are hidden deep within the twisting alleyways, making it feel like a treasure hunt. The shops in Insadong are very popular among all age groups, because each one is unique. The main street is blocked to vehicular traffic and it becomes a cultural space. Stores set up booths outside and Korean candy merchants and fortune teller stalls can easily be found. There are traditional performances and exhibits as well. Insadong is especially popular among international tourists. This is where they can experience and see traditional Korean culture firsthand, and also purchase pieces of fine art. And that's for all today's video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that you will updated to our video when we will upload. While looking forward to the next video contains about tourist spot in Gangwon, Korea. Thank you.